What the heck is going on? All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started. Right? Okay. Let's see here. Yesterday was okay. Did about 300, which is fine considering I haven't listed in earnest for a month. I did list a few things yesterday, and it was a really ephemera heavy day, both on the listing side and on the sales side. But that's always nice because it means that shipping's cheap. And a $300 sales day with cheap shipping is as good as a $500 sales day with a bunch of priority mail shipping, right? So that's how I look at it. Anyways, let's take a look at what sold and what got listed. Starting out with the solds, we have Grinnell Glacier National Park linen postcard, $3.55. Very pretty linen postcard, actually, I think. Tacoma, Washington, Point Defiant Zoo, when they used to have buffalo there. They had buffalo roaming there. Somebody wanted $6 for that at some point. I beat them by getting $7.15. Take that. Sold a very similar card to this recently. Actually, the exact same card. Not the exact same one, but another one. This one's got a little bit of wear and tear. Sold for, took an offer on this for $12. We've got a chrome postcard from the National Archives. This is a Navy recruiting poster. Keeps the world safe for democracy. Enlist and help him. It is artist signed by this guy down here, Gladyston, who did a bunch of Navy recruiting art. Didn't mention that in the title, but still sold for $8.96. Fort Anne National Park Canadian Government Bureau brochure guide. You all probably remember the $100 box of travel ephemera I bought back in late 2021. This was in there. One of the few Canadian pieces that didn't end up going to Dawn. Sold for $14. Actually, took an offer for this for $12 too. That was kind of the theme of the day. Two Halloween postcards, both came from the same album. Took an offer for $15 a piece. Here's this one, Best Wishes for Halloween. It's like a minuet couple kind of thing. Not really super Halloween-y except for the pumpkins and the midnight clock there. So 15 on this, and then 15 on this one, which is another unposted International Art Publishing. Maybe I don't think I was able to attribute this to Clapsaddle, although it looks like it certainly could be, but I don't think it is. 15 on this, both to the same customer. I actually bought these off eBay from this album, which actually I just sold a couple of Santa cards out of this yesterday or the day before. And a bunch of these cards have actually already sold. I ended up winning the auction on these for $124.50. It was almost 300 cards. And just those two cards made me 30 back. The two Santa cards made me another 20. So not too bad. Just a couple of cards going most of the way to pay for the whole thing. We've got the Howard Memorial Cathedral and Masonic Temple, Williamsport, Connecticut. Would have asked more, but the back is kind of fugged. $266. The Valley Highway into Denver, Colorado. Been on this thing a few times. I believe there's a train now that goes down either the middle or the side going in there. $3.55 on that one. This is one of the items I listed yesterday. So I purchased from the local Bremerton flea market a bunch of postcards from the lady I ended up working the rummage sale with earlier this year. And one of the binders that I hadn't gotten to was just all ephemera. And a lot of it was food-based advertising ephemera. So these are 4 Puritan-made bread kind of trade cards. They're more like scrapbook cards, sold for full asking price, same day listed, $19.95. We've got the Armory Building in Salisbury, Maryland, $3.55. I got these from Backer's Ephemera Auction over 2 years ago, probably more like 3 years ago. 2020, I think, is when I got these. They were in a lot of other stuff. They sell at about a rate of 1 a year. I've got 3 left. I think I started with 6, so $6.26 on that. Sold the Opera House in Pueblo, Colorado, divided back, $5.36 on that one. I believe this may have came from that same album. In fact, I know it did because it came from the same section I pulled the Halloween cards from. Here's a artist sign Gaumont, soldier and nurse. Look for this. I've had good luck selling the Gaumont cards. They're usually old, sort of posed photographs, although they're not real photo postcards, I don't believe. But he was not just a postcard photographer, although a lot of his stuff went on there on a postcards. This one kind of beat up. Took a while to sell, but sold for, I took an offer for $8. And then real photo postcard of Llano Grande, Texas, a large palm tree in a courtyard. I got $32.35 for a photograph of a big-ass tree. That's right, folks. Big-ass trees. Keep an eye out. Total bolo. Then this dude. It is a cabinet card, although not a full-size cabinet card. It is also too big to be a CDV. But, man, I think this guy's wicked-ass chin beard sold it. Look at that chin beard. Also got, like, the lazy cockeye kind of thing going on. This guy's got some issues. Took an offer on this for $15. And then some of what listed yesterday. These are some Verdun Campfire brand recipe flyers, a set of 8 of them. They're really cool art on the front for product art from 1920s. There's not a lot of comps on this, but I went on the high side since there was only one other complete set that sold, and it was $20. And I think I could probably get more than 20 out of this. But, man, I love old food photography and art. Sometimes just how weird and artificial. What's that? What are those freaking 2 cones? Why are there boobs on this Madonna bra boobs on this plate? It's just weird. Seriously. Look at that ham. Look at that ham. So yeah, there's that. This is a little oyster recipe book from the Pacific Coast Oyster Growers Association. Folds out to a bunch of recipes, probably 40s, 50s, 60s, somewhere in there roughly. $20 on that. Here's a just one recipe card for Hygieno bread from the Albers Bakery or Albers Milling Brother Company. Put 15 on that. Make offer. The one thing that I got while I was on my trip at Burning Man, somebody was cleaning out their trailer and gave me this. I'm like, sure, I'll take that, and listed on eBay. Nice leather suede tool belt. Nicholas, number 41427 work gear. Put that up for $22. It was free. What can I say? Another Tesla coal company, Tesla briquettes. Basically just for recipes for barbecuing. Because of the Tesla name, and it's actually a coal mine, and there's a town, abandoned coal town in California named Tesla, unrelated to the man who reinvented the Tesla coil. The Tesla coal town is a defunct ghost town, so keep eye out for postcards and postmarks from that town. Last but not least, this is a Borden's milk premium. So back in the day when they used to, give you stuff for collecting labels or proof of purchase or whatever. This is Borden's milk one for like what you could get with your stuff, with your labels. Here's a cool old toaster. You can get a knife, a sconce lamp. Look, pens and pencils. A baby blanket. That's pretty cool. Look, a cash register. Guns. You can get freaking guns with your Borden's milk labels. It was a different time. So yeah, that's what listed and sold. What's up, Ping? So yeah, it's going to be pretty easy. It's a pretty easy shipping day. I did pick up, I got a message from one of the people I had picked up free boxes from earlier this year and got a car full of free boxes, which is awesome. I like free boxes. And they keep good care of them. They're clean. They're not all messed up. And there's a bunch of Chewy boxes in there, which Chewy boxes are like the best boxes. All right. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just going to print a whole bunch of stuff right now. And so far, we're off to a pretty good start for the day. We're at about $130 on the day. I have over $200 in unpaid items currently. Eight people in chat, although a little quiet. And away we go. Yeah, I like days like this where it's pretty much everything is flats and ground advantage. Like 4-ounce chips, medium mail, and I think one other thing. Be right back. So one of the goals today is get my equipment cleaned back off, and hopefully have that set up within the week. Nothing got destroyed this year at Burning Man, which is good. Rather than having all the dust, we had the rain, so mostly just kept stuff covered and it didn't get super duper dusty. Which is nice. There it is. One. Mm-hmm. Hi, Buster. I'm busy right now. Breads. Buster Wiley, just chill. Dude, hey, you've got treats. Come here. Want to say hi to the peeps? We can take a minute to say hi to the peeps. We got time. Say hi. What's up, BB? Say hi. Look at them beans. 5 fingers of beans. Full of beans. All right, we're going to try this one-handed. Always works out well. Ow! God damn it, Buster. What? Crap. Ah, crap. All right, so I know that one's right. All right, let's just start with the ones I know I got right. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is the one that got messed up. Debbie Dixon. There she is. Hey. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. All right. Try that over again. So this goes to that guy. All right. Give me a sec. We'll get you treats. Jeez. Come on. I tell you. Talk about knowing who's the boss. You know what they say. There's a path you take and a path not taken. The choice is up to you, my friend. Because life is long and you might awaken. There's a brand new life around the bend. You know, there were times I lost a dream or two, found the trail, and at the end was you. All right. Postcards. Duns. Dun, Dundee. Up, Audi. Audi 530. That's all the kids say. They say that, right? I'm sure they do. Pretty sure Drake said it in a TikTok. So now all the kids say it. All right. And we got notebook. Another offer. So one of the fun things we did in the rain at Burning Man this year, it was actually before the rain, but just for story's sake, we'll say this was to pass the time after the rain came down and we were just sitting around camp. The reality was, in all actuality, we were just sitting around camp, hanging out, drinking. And somebody who I've camped with now for 3 years, and I have always referred to as the camp millennial. Come to find out, was 43, which good thing that they were very complimented by that, but we ended up in a conversation about millennial and Gen Z slang, and essentially went through like a web page that listed, all the new slang nowadays. Most of it some of it I'd heard before, some of it I didn't believe was actually slang. But one of the best terms that we found and was used for the rest of the week was "take several seats," which is to say like calm down or chill out. But I really like that one. You need to take several seats. You're being a little too extra right now. Trial of the Lonely Pine. Trail of the Lonely Pine. Trial, trail, trial. It says trial. I'm going to say trial. Maybe I need to take several seats. Also, another good one was main character. I'll use it in a sentence. You need to shut the fuck up and stop being such main character. Which is to say, AKA like drama queen or just somebody who is a attention whore. That's probably a good one. Good. But I like that one too. Stop being such a main character. Not all millennial slang is crap. All right, sold the DVD, House of the Fallen, unrated. Sold for $1.66. I mean, come on. I want to see what my transaction details are on that. What is my net? It's not going to be a lot, but Total earnings, 21 cents. So that's about as cheap as you want to sell a DVD. Next up, sold these. Here's Sugar Snips. These, I believe, came from the Colorado auction I went to around Christmas 2021. Took a while to sell, but they sold for $35 plus, shipping. Sold some Burks. Paul Wellman, Glory, God, and Gold. It's a narrative story about, I believe, the gold rush, the Spanish gold rush. Just gold. Just a story about gold. Sold this here, Burke, for $9.31. It's been in the store since at least 2021. Does that work? Does that work for this Burke? It does. Quick little rebrand. more time around the horn. Okay. Another Burke. Folio Society. Benjamins, Britain. This has been in the store for a little while as well. Sold for $13.56. Not the most valuable of Folio Society books, although I would say Folio Society is a BOLO. I would put that in BOLO category. I grabbed a bunch of little boxes. Maybe I did not. Be right back. I'm going to go grab some little boxes. Small. Okay. That looks like maybe. Nope. Too thin. There we go. That should work. Almost perfect. Nice. Maybe not perfect. Yeah. Nice. That'll work. quiet chat today, and only 11 of you out there. It's not a complaint, just an observation. All right, a couple of records going out. We're going to do this. Use that. This. Use that. First record, Daniel, Darius, and DeLion. Children's religious record, I believe. What did this sell for? $5.91. And the second record actually sold while I was gone, and this one was kind of weird. I did a combined shipment. But then the label didn't generate, but it marked my item as shipped, but I can't find the label in my shipping labels, which is really weird. So I can't cancel the label. and I can't reprint the label. And I wonder if I got charged for the label. I did not get charged for the label, but it gave me a tracking number. So just weird. And I meant to do this yesterday. I just forgot. So, not the end of the world. It's going out now. And just like that, we are down to our last item. I could do some late arrivals, but you know what? I'm not gonna. Buster Wiley. Orders are coming in. We've got 6 already for tomorrow. Dude, I just gave you treats, bud. I'm almost done. I said I'm almost done. Almost. Almost. Okay, there's that. Let's do these, I guess. Perfect. Already torn. We're going to sacrifice. Just like that. Right about an hour. Okay, Buster, I'm done. I'll be with you in just a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to reprint it came up. Lucky. Yep, I've seen that before too. Hey, come here. Come here. Come on. You got a lot to say this morning, Buster. Want to show some beans? Say hi to the peeps. Oh yeah, look at the beans. Show them. Go ahead. Is that all you wanted? Mm-hmm. Don't bite my nose. Well, Fart Zach Jack, you can always go back and watch the replay. It was actually a pretty good sales day. It just so happened that everything was flat and easy to ship. Like we've got those things, books and ephemera and postcards and sugar snips. Like there's that, those, and oh, there you go. Okay. Like there's today's shipment. That's like $300 plus in sales. Can't complain about that. And we've got 5 in the hopper for tomorrow. So we will definitely be back tomorrow with another shipping adventure. So that's going to be it for me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Hope sales are good. If you're sourcing, hope that's good too. Before we go, I will do just a super quick show and tell of the album that I purchased off of eBay the other day. Give me just a moment here, and I'll show you what I bought and why I bought it. I know that some people, especially if you're new to postcards, this stuff might be helpful as far as what I look for in terms of, indicators on what I look for when I'm looking for postcard stuff to buy. Because I do a fair amount of sourcing on the eBay, and can do pretty well doing it if you know what to look for. And the stuff that you look for isn't always the stuff that might be immediately apparent. So here's the album. They had this up at $187, but it was an auction with make offer option. So here's their pictures. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Eight pictures of just what the album is. Okay, their last 3 pictures are here. So here's Santa Cruz waves. A lot of this stuff is looking divided back or undivided back. There's Niagara Falls, probably divided back. Another Niagara Falls divided back. Almost the exact same card. Oops, not sure why that did that, but then we've got here. Can zoom in a little bit. Here is Toronto. Here's Yosemite Valley, California. The river, which is the Merced River, which usually does pretty good compared to, not Niagara, but Yosemite always does pretty good. And we've got Stroudsburg, PA, not super but okay, probably divided back or undivided back. Here is Pirates Cove, North Sydney. I assume Canadian border is what CB is. I don't know for sure. Then this looks like, not sure there. This is another Toronto, the Birches in Toronto. And then this one started to look a little more interesting. That looks like probably National Park, Yosemite, something like that. Here is Milwaukee. Can't really tell that one. It's pretty washed out. But here is Silver Lake, Vermont. I looked that one up. I don't think I was too familiar with it, and that seemed like it had some promise. And then this is Land of a Thousand Wonders. So that's Michigan, but older Michigan. And this is, I think it said Puget Sound, maybe. Wasn't sure. Anyways. So out of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pictures. I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 postcards to look at. And they are advertising almost 300 postcards. So all I see is 18 probably divided back or undivided back postcards out of 300. And the first 6 pictures are just of the album, which tells me nothing. So, of course, and they had it going media mail. So first thing I messaged was, first of all, don't send this media mail. because it's not media. Second, I asked for more pictures because you know what? It's an auction. It had an offer option on it. And you know what? The more information I can get, the better I can either bid or use that make offer option to my benefit. So the first, we start looking again at some of these. I'm going to open these up real quick so that we can see them. Oops. So just by asking, I've now more than doubled the number of cards that I've seen. All right, so what do we have? We've got New Hampshire, Franconia Notch, the Basin, meh. Here's a nice one of Puget Sound at sunset. These $5-6 all day long. This is up here in the upper left. This is Falling Springs near something, Virginia. There we go. See better. Near Hot Springs, Virginia. Falling Springs near Hot Springs, Virginia. So we've got those three. Still looking like all divided back or undivided back. Here's the Willows, Ogunquit, Maine on the lower right. Here we have the Narrows, the Dells of the Wisconsin. I mean, none of these are super spectacular, but here's definitely a Detroit Publishing on the top here. And this is something New Hampshire. Upper left, Natural Springs, or the Natural Bridge, Virginia. Then we have nice night view right here, Black Hills, South Dakota. Sylvan Lakes. I've done pretty well with Sylvan Lake, especially the older ones. Night view, that's good. Here we have another one, Sydney, Canadian border, retreat on the Sydney River. Sydney CB. I assume that's Canadian border. I don't know. Canadian something. Another Franklin, New Hampshire, the Republican Bridge. Bridges always do good. Look at that covered bridge, super long. And then up top here, Kettle Falls, De Pere, Wisconsin. Probably, again, these are all looking divided back, undivided back. Here we have Champaign, New York, Manchester, New Hampshire, and then this one, Boulder on the summit of Mount Rollstone in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. That's probably a good one right there. You can just tell it pops, it sort of sticks out from the rest of them, right? Here we have a suspension bridge, Easton, Pennsylvania. You know, bridges are good things to look for. This is Mount Talek, so this is early Lake Tahoe in the up on the top here. And then down here, this is the Cogway Castle in lodging place. So Cogway Castle, I think, is Ireland, but whatever. So this was cool, the Portola Festival, 1909, San Francisco, California. Unique one here for a festival. It's got an artist signature down here. Might add some value. I didn't do too much research on it, but we'll see. This guy throwing a snowball here caught my eye. Wish I could see more of that, but no big deal. And then we got some animals. Nature's Wash in Preston, something. It looks like Arkansas. It's hard to tell. We got some sheep and a shepherd, some lambs, some more sheep. And then this tunnel on the Cliff Walk, Newport, Rhode Island. So here's where I'm extrapolating. All right, what do I have here? I have 300-ish cards. I've only seen 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've only seen about 50 of them. Of the 50 that I've seen, You know what? I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get like. There's none in here that I am gonna list for less than $3, right? So there's a few in here that I know I'm probably gonna go at least 5 to 10, but I can only go on what I see. So just do the math, right? I know that there's 50 cards that I will get $150 for on the low end. And then there's 200 plus cards that I don't know what they are. Total mystery. Those are going to be my profit. Now, there could be a $50 card in there. There could be a $100 card in there. You can see by this person's feedback, they only have 227 items sold, right? This is not a postcard seller looking at all his items. They don't know what they're looking at. Not a clue, obviously, right? Do they have any other postcards listed? Just a business reply postcard for $20 to fill his blunt. So clearly, right? This is somebody who, this is perfect, right? This is somebody who has a postcard album, doesn't know what they have or the value. I'm a postcard seller. They can go look at my store if they really want. And so yeah, it's exactly lots of nice old cards. They don't have glue spots. No glue spots. You can tell they don't have glue spots because they're in the album in those slots. I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't say any of them are good movers. Like, I wouldn't call any postcards good movers. Like, that's not the game. It's a quantity game, and generally older sells better than newer. So album, 300 cards, all old. That's the part that I like. Undivided back, divided back. Old means to me, that's my best chance that I'm going to end up with something that I can probably sell for $50, $60, $70, $100, right? All mostly US, most like the divided back, undivided back. I didn't see any real photo in there, but who knows? There might be. We'll see. And I'm dealing with somebody who isn't familiar with postcards. So I offered them $130, which I thought was more than fair. I didn't lowball. I said, based on what I can see here, I think this is a very fair price and in line with what I've paid for these in the past for similar albums, which is 100% true. Didn't feed them a line. That's more or less what I've bought. I bought a lot of albums at this point. I think 130 is fair based on what I gave. I told you guys my math. 50 cents a card. Saw 50 cards. I'll get my money back based on what I see. And then the rest is a mystery. So that's happened to me. Not that not that exact thing has happened to me, but I've had that happen to me, right? Like there was a big lot that I bought last year that was mostly international. And I asked for more pictures on that, and I got a whole shitload of real photos of trolleys that those have sold for 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks a piece. I had my money back on that buy in like the first 5 cards that I sold. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's something coming over the PA at the base, which in the town that I live in, there's also speakers on all the intersections on the streets. So, I mean, it happens. You just have to, it's all about having more knowledge and more information than the person you're dealing with. And you're not, I was fair. I think if you guys, $130 plus shipping, plus I could have said nothing and let him ship media mail, but I ended up paying for more for shipping because I opened my mouth and told him this isn't media and you can't send this media mail. So there's that. Okay, so that's it. When the album gets here, I'll try to do a show and tell, and we can see how I actually did. I know I'm not going to lose money, right? Like, but it's not a gamble, but there's mystery, right? Like, I actually think I may have overpaid slightly for it. Like, I think I probably could have gotten it for $100, but whatever. I didn't say you can totally trust me. All I said was based on my experience, and I think what helped me a little bit is that I led with, "Hey, this is not media. You can't send this media mail." Right? Like that alone says, "Hey, I'm what you're doing right now is not correct, and it should be corrected." That actually, I think, conveys some trustworthiness by, like, I'm going to pay more. Like, I'm going to pay more for shipping, and then I'm going to give you an honest offer. So, all right, folks, that is actually it for me today. I will be back tomorrow. We've got at least 5 orders going out. Hope you all have fantastic days and all the things and stuff and junk. Cameron, I saw you came in late. Fartsack, Jack, Carl, all the people that I may have missed. Hello, and thank you for coming in. We'll catch you all on the Flippy Flop. Peace out. Bye.